Hello everyone and welcome to another track guide. Formula Ford going around Oulton Park, the international layout. I think this is a really great challenge and it's really fun. Let's get into the guide. For turn 1 you want to be all the way on the left. For the braking marker I use this banner here on the left. Then I brake to about 75% brake pressure. I ease off the brake until I can see the apex point. Once I can see that, I'm completely off the brake and I'll start to apply the throttle again. The apex is the top of the corner. I take a little bit of the curb but don't take too much because there's a little bump and it will unsettle the car. Then you want to track out and use all of the track on the outside. Be aware getting a 1x here is really easy. Turn 2 is really important for getting good lap times around here, as it leads onto a straight. I use this little dip here as my braking marker and then I brake really hard to about 85%. Then I ease off the brake just before the curb. My apex board is the green board on the inside wall. There's also a part of the curb that's a little bit darker. I want to be all the way on the curb at the apex. At the apex I'm going full throttle and I don't use any of the outside curb here as there is a really harsh 1x here. We can put a set of wheels out there, but I won't recommend it. For turn 3 you don't have to use the brake at all, you just have to manage the throttle. I turn in by this little curb here on the right, and I go to about 30% throttle and I take all of the curb on the inside as well. There's a little bump on the exit of the curb, but that doesn't matter. I aim to come out at mid-track. Once the car has settled, I'll brake for turn 5. You can carry more speed here than you think, because the corner has a lot of camber. I brake to about 65% brake pressure, and I trail the brake all the way to the curb. I also hold the car in second gear, so we don't unsettle anything. Once I'm at the curb, I'll start to play with the throttle. About halfway through, we should be able to go full throttle again. And because it's cambered, you can get earlier and harder on the throttle than you think. For turn 7, 8, 9, I don't have any clear braking markers for you. But I brake here, a good 2 or 3 car lengths before the tower, here on the right. Once I brake hard, and I mean about 90% brake pressure. And I'm on the brake until I've cleared turn 7 and 8. Of course, easing off the brake as well. Each of the curbs will unsettle the car. They both have a little bump. You can take the one on the left, but the one on the right will send the car flying. So I take the one on the left, and I cut the curb as much as I dare on the right. Once I'm off that curb, I will go full throttle. When you get this right, you will stay within the white line. Then I use a bit of the curb on the outside as well. Going down to 10 and 11 is going to be a really good place to overtake if you're on the inside, but it's also crucial for your lap times. I brake just over halfway between the 100 and the 50 board. Here I brake hard, again 90-95%, and then I trail the brake all the way to the barrier. Then I'm on the throttle just a tiny bit, before braking when I get to the curb for turn 11. This is really important because you want to have the car all the way on the left to open up for turn 12. Once you're past the barrier for 11, you control the car with the throttle. You can go full throttle for a tiny bit, before bringing the car all the way over to the left. Once on the left, you want to lift to let the car rotate and cut all of the curb on turn 12. Once you're on the curb, go full throttle again, and you can use some of the curb on the outside as well. You want to carry as much speed as you can, because the next braking zone can decide your race. Turn 15 is also one of those places where you can lose a lot of time. Getting this right will help you quite a lot. I brake just before the green board here on the right. I brake to about 70% brake pressure, and I trail off the brake all the way to the curb on the first apex. This is a double apex corner. You want to apex in the middle of both curbs. Once you're past the first apex, you should be able to go full throttle, and the car should come around for the second one on the second curb. And of course use all of the curb here on the outside as well. Coming up to the last braking zone on the lap, a place where everything can go wrong. I brake just as the car dips here on the road, and I brake really hard. Again, I hit 100% here, but 95 and 90 should be enough. I trail the brake all the way to the apex of the corner. The apex is the lowest point of the track. This is also where you want to get on the curb. And once you're off the curb again, you will go full throttle. And if you've gotten this right, you should be able to keep all 4 wheels on the track. Get this wrong and you'll find yourself in the grass and probably out of the race. That's my little guide for Oulton Park, the international layout in the Formula Ford, or Ray FF1600, for a 1 minute 44.1. Hopefully this has helped you find some time. If this has helped you, please leave a like down below, consider subscribing as well. And now for the uninterrupted hot laps.